Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Demo F-Zero GX for the Nintendo Gamecube. I almost said Wii there. I'm playing it on the Wii, but it's actually for the Gamecube, and no, I don't have a memory card inserted. I know I can't save any data, that's okay. Alright, F-Zero GX. So for those that don't know what the F-Zero franchise is all about, it's basically a futuristic racing game. Lots of unique characters. If we go into pilot profiles, we can actually go in and see some of these characters. You start off with only 4 characters: Captain Falcon, Dr. Stewart, Samurai Goro, and Pico. And those were the original 4 characters from the Super Nintendo F-Zero. If you pick one of the profiles, you get to see little animations of their car and their character. You get a little profile on them, and you get a song for each one. Each one has their own unique song, which is pretty cool. So you can go and take a look at what each character is all about. Lots of backstory in this one. You can check out the actual vehicle itself. You can rotate it around, take a look, see what it looks like, which is really cool. They really went all out for this one. Just to show you that the songs are different. There's Dr. Stewart, and a lot of the songs I actually really like. But yeah, let's take a look at some other things. Options. You can fix your controller, memory card, screen, all the regular things. Customization. You can take any vehicle that's unlocked, I think. No, what happens is you take, like, as you play through the game, you're given pieces of vehicles, and you can build your own car, which is really cool. You can make an emblem to put on your shop, or put on your vehicle, and in the shop you can actually buy things, items. There is no item. I believe you have to unlock certain things before you can purchase them, and we don't have any tickets anyway, so. But you can see there's lots of different parts. You can customize the color, different cockpits, different boosters. And each one has different strengths and weaknesses. So depending on what kind of vehicle you like to use, you might want to use different kinds of combinations of stuff. It's incredibly customizable. Now the best part here in the shop is the machine section. So as you can see, there's a bunch more characters that you can unlock aside from the 4 that you start with. And once they're unlocked, you can go into profiles and see what's going on with them and find out what they're all about. And each one has their own strengths and weaknesses. It's all a matter of trial and error, really, just trying out each one to see which car works best for you. But yeah, you can unlock more characters and cars in that area. Like I said, that's for when we play through the game. And there's plenty of different options. Replay mode to check out tracks that you've gone through. Practice mode, which might not be such a bad idea. We've got 3 cups that are open. We'll not worry about practicing right now. There is actually a story mode, but it is incredibly difficult. I think I made it to like the 3rd or 4th mission. I'm not even kidding. It's really hard. Versus battle is pretty much exactly what it seems like. It's you against someone else. Time attack is just going on individual tracks and trying to get the highest time. And Grand Prix is the standard Grand Prix mode. So I'm going to go ahead and use good old Blue Falcon, Captain Falcon, for F-Zero Ruby Cup Novice class. So there are 3 classes from the beginning that you can choose from. You basically would have to go through all 3. Each of the cups are the same, but there's 3 difficulties for each of the cups. So you could do Ruby Cup in each of the 3 difficulties, Sapphire Cup in each of the 3 difficulties, so on and so forth. The difficulty does not change what tracks you get in each cup. That stays the same. It's just that it gets progressively harder. The other racers get more aggressive, things like that. But as you can see, there's 5 tracks, and we're going to go ahead and start out with Mute City. You can tweak your acceleration and max speed, and you can also change the color of your vehicle if you so desire. I'm going to stick with classic blue. And here we go. So, I should say this is the 3rd game in the F-Zero series, following F-Zero on the Super Nintendo and F-Zero X on the N64. And as you can see, this game is all about speed, and I just got knocked off of that knocked away from that dash boost there. But yeah, this is actually this is the first game I bought for the Gamecube. Oh no, actually this is not the first game I bought for the Gamecube. I was looking for a Gamecube, but I forget how to boost here. Ah, it's the X button or Y button. I forget which one is which. Yeah, it wasn't the first game. I bought Pokemon Coliseum so I could get that Jirachi. But I bought that before I actually had a GameCube, and I waited on getting a GameCube until I could get a decent deal with it. And that deal was to get the GameCube. Oh, he snuck up on me at the last second. What a jerk. But, yeah, you can't fall asleep on these tracks because they'll catch up to you. But yeah, I was waiting on the GameCube because I wanted to get a good deal with it. I didn't want to just get the GameCube because I know when that happens, like a month later they come out with something where you get the GameCube extra controllers, extra memory cards, extra games, all that stuff. It never fails. And sure enough, when after I waited for a little while, they had a deal where I could get a GameCube and one of 3 games. I think it was F-Zero GX, Kirby's Air Ride, and something else. I forget what the 3rd game was, but there was definitely 3 games. But yeah, so I chose F-Zero GX because that was the only one that interested me out of the 3 that were offered. We got boost power. So the trick to winning any of these races is trying to hit as many of these dash pads, and then when you're in the repair area, those little rainbow colored strips on the track, you can boost basically for free. So you have to kind of balance your boosting and driving safely without smashing into walls, because any contact you take is gonna cause damage, so you don't want that. And if Mrs. Arrow doesn't get into second place, I should be good. I should overtake her in the standings. Alright, first place! Yes, and if you want, you could check to see, you know, where everybody finishes. Sometimes the racers don't finish the race. That can happen. That can happen to you. You can get, your car can get beat up and get knocked off, or you yourself can get knocked off the track. So it's not like Mario Kart where everybody finishes. It's like, you know, sometimes cars crash in racing. And it might happen. I haven't played this in a very, very long time, so it's entirely possible I could crash in this level. If I'm remembering correctly, I had a tendency to do that. And there are certain attacks you can do, like I think I just killed somebody there. Or I hit them. Yes, see, if you look up at the top, it tells you how many what position you're in out of how many racers. You'll notice that there's now 29 racers, and that's because I knocked someone out of the race by slamming into them while holding the, what is it, the X button? I forget. It's the button on the right. I'm not gonna look at it right now because I'm busy racing and I don't want to lose. But yeah, you can actually attack people, and I always thought that was kind of cool. Like, that's another thing you could do. Especially if you're right next to your rival. Oh, someone just exploded. But yeah, if you're right next to your rival and you can knock them out, you can like really get ahead. I'm gonna risk taking a boost here. I'm trying to keep my my energy above halfway, which it's not anymore. What the heck? Let's just go for it. In the straightaways, it's less of a concern. Nah. Yeah, see, I'm kind of hurting at the moment, so when you're in corners, it's not a great idea to what the heck? It's not a great idea to boost because you can really mess yourself up. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All out. Here we go. As you can see, I'm hurting right now, but oh yeah, I pushed it too hard. Oh well, try it again. And yeah, if that happens, you go all the way back to the beginning of the race. Tried to knock someone out there, but I couldn't. I could not get it done. Whoops! Oh gosh, that was almost really stupid. I know I hit someone, but I'm not sure if I knocked them out. I don't think I did. Sometimes you can knock them out if you hit them in the front of their car. That does more damage. If you hit them in like the back, it doesn't cause as much damage to them. So that's something to think about. Try and stay on the inside of turns as much as possible, because that'll cut the amount of area on the track you're taking up. And we got boost power. Let's use it a little more wisely this time. Alright, so we're in first. That's good. Let's keep it up. Some other things you can do. You can drift as long as you're... Oh, how did he get ahead of me? What the heck? Screw it. Let's just go for it. I don't like that someone's ahead of me. I should be winning every race. Be careful when turning because you can actually spin yourself out too. There's a lot to think about. It's much more complicated than Mario Kart is. Even when you're in the air, you can change the altitude of your machine, whether it's like you can make it go higher and slower and cover less distance, or you can make push the nose down so that you descend faster. It's up to you how you want to go about it. Ah, no good. Stop bouncing off the walls. Okay, now I'm just gonna save the rest of my boost for here. Go, 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 go! Ah! Gotcha. That's how you do it. Not like I did the first time. Let's see. It's always neat to like get to the end of the race and then see that other people haven't even finished it yet. Moving on to the next race. 2 more to go. As you can see, even the novice class, this is the easiest difficulty setting. But you can't take your attention off for even a second. Go! I hit someone. Didn't kill anybody though. Go! Should have gone down the other way, but whoops. Wasn't anybody in that lane. Sometimes you'll think there's a car next to you and you end up slamming into the wall when you're trying to attack someone. But what can you do? This tends to be a stage where I get knocked around a bit, like as you can see right there. So I'm going to be very careful with my boosting. I'm not going to boost anymore now that I'm at half health. Yeah. But once I get through here, it's go time. Like I said, if you're on those rainbow sections while you're boosting, it's basically a free chance to boost. Okay. Now I think I'm okay for a while, as long as they don't hit the wall. Try and stay ahead of everybody. Lap 3. Oops. Whoops. Well. Go, Captain Falcon! You can do it! Okay. That's like basically the halfway point. Oh gosh, I totally didn't see what was going on there. Ah! You know what? I don't even know if... Yeah. Second place is fine. I should still be in the lead after that. So, you can't expect to win every race. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting the best place that you can. As you can see, I'm still in good shape. And this last track is actually one of my favorite tracks, so this should be okay. Oh gosh, except I'm getting knocked all over the place. It was one of my favorite tracks, except I don't remember anything about it now. So yeah, this could... Oh gosh, what in the... What's happening? I don't even know. Okay. This is fine. Stay out of the rough patches. Those brown patches are like gravelly areas, so you want to stay out of them because it'll slow down your vehicle. I'm getting my bearings back, and you can see maybe just barely there's mines on the road. These blue panels are like ice, so there are a lot of different hazards to think about in this level, and one of them is crashing into the walls like an idiot, because that's what I do. I crash into walls. Avoid all the other stuff, but the walls are the big thing that always kills me. Go figure. Now let's get into the healing area and back in first place. So as you can see, get out of there. As you can see, you need to be more cerebral about what you're doing in F-Zero GX than other racing games. Okay. Final lap. Whoa, boy. Oh, boy. And I totally... Wow. Welp. I guess we're redoing that one. Go. There we go. That's better. Jumping can be a good way to like cut people off, but it can also be a great way to kill yourself when you're doing really well, as you just saw there. Yeah, you can actually get some pretty good distance on those if you're careful enough. You could probably see why I have never beaten the story mode or whatever. Just playing through the Grand Prix is hard enough. The Grand Prix is insanely more easy than the story mode, just so you know. I mean, you literally have to be absolutely perfect to win any of the story mode races. It's ridiculous. You have to make good use of drifting. Drifting helps you make tight corners, so drifting becomes increasingly important in stages like this. Boosting, not as much. As you can probably tell, I'm not using boost as much, and that's because boost tends to lessen my control of the vehicle, which you really don't want in like, ow! In a stage like this. You also don't really want to drive into mines like that. That's not a good thing. Let's see if I can stay on the track this time. Yes! Go, go, go. I mean, in sections like this where we haven't seen any other racers for a while, it looks like you can relax a little bit, but you really can't. I mean, if I make one mistake, if I hit a wall or something, like 4 or 5 racers are gonna overtake me. That's just the way that it is. You have to be on top of your game at all times. But I kind of like that. One thing I always hated about Mario Kart Wii is that it was way too easy for you to just go from first to last place at the last second. It's like literally you get hit with like a bullet bill, a star, 3 shells, and a blue shell, and whatever, and like everybody passes you, and it's ridiculous. But there are no items to use in this game. It's all skill and speed. And as you can see, we've gotten in first place. And we won the Ruby Cup. And it was kind of like the cups were ruby, silver, or ruby, sapphire, and emerald, just like in Pokemon. Because I think that generation came out around the same time as this. And then this screen tells you how you did, what place you came in each race, how many people you killed. That's the attack stat down there. If you knock someone out, you get a point for that. I don't think that really affects anything. It just, you know, it's just a stat to tell you how you did. It's like, oh hey, you knocked out 4 people. But I wasn't too concerned with knocking people out this time. Sometimes I would just like go through these Grand Prix and try and knock out as many people as I could. Not even worry about winning or anything. And now you see the entire cast in the background, including the top 3 racers. Captain Falcon, #1. And the thing I really liked about this game is that there was a whole fleshed out backstory from the past 2 F-Zero titles, and like it told you everything you wanted to know about all the characters. It had a legitimate story mode. It wasn't just a racing game. It was, you know, more than that. Oh, hi.
From the special F-Zero GP venue, we're broadcasting an interview with the Grand Prix champion.
Great.
Okay then, I'd like to ask you something.
Okay, so after every victory, you do an interview segment, or when you come in first place, you do an interview segment, and you can choose one of 3 different questions for him to ask. Why did you become a racer?
Can you tell us why you became an F-Zero racer?
I was born to be an F-Zero racer.
But the answers tend to be kind of dumb.
That's it, everyone.
But
We'll
what
see
can you
at
do?
the next Grand Prix.
But yeah, so you basically would have to race through each one 3 times to get all the questions. I don't remember if like the questions change for each difficulty class or each cup. I just don't. And I'm not gonna play through all of it to figure it out. So if you wanna check it out, go ahead and do that. We get 15 tickets. We get a part that we can use for our custom machine. And that's pretty much F-Zero in a nutshell. We can go into the F-Zero shop. I'm going to take a look at some of the characters here. There's one in particular. Check this out, Little Wyvern. He's supposed to be kind of like a James McCloud character. How much does that cost? 12? Maybe not. There are some Easter eggs, like here, Space Angler. That sure looks like a certain wolf from the Star Fox games, if you know what I mean. They're not named the same thing, so like he's not named Wolf whatever. I forget what his name is, but I'm gonna go ahead and purchase that R-Wing. And if we go into pilot profiles, take a look at his car. As soon as it loads, here we go. James McCloud. There you go. James McCloud from Star Fox, and his car does look like an R-Wing. Which, I mean, that was, when I saw that was really awesome. I thought that was really cool. So you can fly around in an R-Wing if you really wanted to. And I like his music too. But yeah, McCloud is the leader of the Flight Squad Galaxy Dog. He had his combat plane converted into an F-Zero machine in order to compete in the Grand Prix. During peacetime, there's very little work available, so McLeod has entered his second race in an attempt to take home the big prize money. He is motivated to become the new champion by thoughts of his wife and young son, both of whom need his support. So, we all know who his young son, who that's referring to. But yeah, pretty neat little Easter egg there. But yeah, that's F-Zero GX. Awesome racing game. If you can find a copy and have a GameCube or Wii that you can play it on. Can you play GameCube games on the Wii U? I don't know. I mean, I don't have one, so I don't know. Can you? If not, at least if you have a Wii or GameCube, you can play it on there, and maybe someday we'll get GameCube Virtual Console or something. Who knows? But that'll do it for this Let's Demo. Thank you for watching, and I will see you for the next one.